Hi everyone, it's Annika again, and today I will be answering frequently asked questions about part-time jobs as an international student here in Canada. So the most asked question I've probably been getting is, what are the part-time job options for students? So there are actually a lot of part-time job options here, literally anywhere you go. You could do fast food, you could do retail, you could do cleaning services, literally anything. So what I like to do is I would search on LinkedIn or Indeed for part-time job opportunities. And honestly, you can actually just walk in the store, ask for a manager, hand in your resume, ask if they have any openings, and if they would like to consider you for a job. So there are a lot of job options here for part-time students. Now, I've also been getting asked, so how much do students get paid? So here in Alberta, the minimum wage is $15 per hour. So students are only allowed to work a maximum of 20 hours per week when they are enrolled to school or if it's not break time. So reading week is just a break within your semester that comes either before your midterms or after your midterms, just to give students more time to relax, because midterms week is very crazy. So during reading week for 7 days, you're allowed to work full time. That means 40 hours plus overtime if you have any overtime shifts, as long as you are rightfully and correctly compensated. You're also allowed to work full-time during semesters that you are not enrolled to. So for me, I've been taking a full load of classes for fall and winter terms. So come spring and summer, I will not be enrolled in anything because I am on track and on time. I will be allowed to work full-time within those 5 months of spring and summer break. So in terms of the payment, you will be getting paid minimum wage, but a lot of jobs also offer competitive salaries. So the job I am currently working at offers just a few cents above minimum wage, and we also get some benefits and bonuses depending on the performance. So I've also heard about other companies that give maybe $2 above minimum wage, so your starting will be $17 per hour. But some of those are like supermarkets, and yeah, you just actually have to find the right one. You just have to keep looking depending on how much you want to earn and depending on your schedule and your physical capabilities. So the $17 I've heard about is actually at a well-known supermarket here, but it is very busy. It's one of the most popular supermarkets here, and I've heard working there has been very difficult. Yeah, so there are some companies that offer a little bit more. You just have to keep looking. You have to keep asking how much they offer students for their part-time work. So roughly, if you are able to work 20 hours a week completely, you'll be able to earn, get my calculator. I have my trusty calculator with me. So if you work a full 20 hours a week times minimum wage at 15, you get to earn roughly $300 that week minus tax, and times 4 weeks, you'll earn roughly $1,100 monthly. But that's the thing with shifts. The reality here is you are not able to max out your 20 hours. I have so many friends that only get 8-hour shifts a week. I have friends that get maybe 4 hours, but I am very fortunate to have a job that gives me roughly 13 to 18 hours a week. Sometimes I go up to 20, so that's very good. I really am trying to make as much money as I can here, so I'm very fortunate that the job that I found actually gives more shifts. So if I were you, during your application process, just ask the employer, are you gonna be able to max out my 20 hours for each week? If not, then you can go find another job too. And in terms of the 20 hours, it doesn't really matter how many days a week you're allowed to work, as long as you get those hours in. So if they call you for a short 4-hour shift 5 times a week, then you get your 20 hours, or they call you for 2 8-hour shifts and you only be working 2 days a week. So as long as you do the 20 hours, then you should be fine. So I've been told that you cannot go over the 20 hours, or you might face some consequences. So I like to make sure that I only stay well within my 20 hours. It's also important to note, because my first job here, I worked at a supermarket for about 3 weeks or a month, and we were getting paid minimum wage there at $15, but what I didn't like about working there is we had an employee union, so we had to pay union fees. So I was getting deducted a chunk of money from what I was earning. I wasn't even getting 20 hours a week there. I was getting roughly 10 hours a week, and then I would get deducted tax and I would get deducted union fees, and I really didn't like it there. So I moved and found my current job now at Coach. So how I applied for Coach is actually someone told me that there was a job opening, and then I applied through their website, and then the next week I was called in for an interview, and it just went smoothly from there. So there are a lot of options. You could be a retail associate, do sales at different stores. You could be a supermarket clerk, you could be a cashier, you could be a fast food worker. A lot of part-time jobs are available here for students, and there is no age or racial or sexual discrimination here. Like, they accept anyone as long as you can work and you fit the requirements for the job. So don't worry about finding a job. As long as you want to find one, you will find one. But my piece of advice is ask how much they'll be paying you, ask about the benefits, and ask if they're able to give you 20 hours max in a week, because that's what's most important, right? We want to make as much money as we can. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope I was able to help you with some of your questions or worries about part-time jobs here in Calgary or in Canada. But if you have any more questions, you can leave them down below and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!